Okay, I gotta get my voice together for this one, y'all. Let me drink a little something. Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, 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 I'm Cara D. Thank you for coming to have Girl Talk with me on my podcast, I'm My Feelings. I'll be discussing things that'll have you reflecting, but also have you intrigued. Have a seat and let's start this healing journey together. And also remember, the growth never stops. Hey, Shawty, what it do? What's happening? Peep the way you move, I can tell you make it happen. I see you walking around like your feet don't hurt. Shawty just cold like the heat don't work. She independent, you be ballin' on a budget. She riding in the fly, saw the real niggas love it. Money making mention, she said it's just a decade. Shawty, she ain't play, she just ballin' different niggas. She fly, Lord oh my. Can't help stare every time you walk by. You got a thing for you, nigga, I can see in your eyes. What I gotta do for a piece of pie? Tell me if you're feeling alright. I'm trying to get with you tonight. I'm with all the shit that you like. I'm with all the shit that you tell me where you wanna go. Hi, you guys. It's Cara. Welcome to another episode of I My Feelings. How are we doing? I hope everyone is feeling blessed and highly favored. You know? Hey, stinker butts. Y'all alright? How y'all be? How y'all week? What's going? How y'all week been? Been a little rocky? Mine's. Y'all asked me how mine was. Mine was okay. Nothing that I can't handle. Um. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into exactly what happened during my week. So this week, my baby, she started back swimming lessons. Like, that little girl, the excitement that she exudes when it comes to like her going to swimming lessons and just getting in the water, it's crazy. That's why I really had to get her into swimming lessons. Cause baby, I don't need and I don't want anything to happen when it comes to her in the water because of the love that she has for the water. So we sticking to the swimming lessons. We are. Her coach is amazing when it comes to her. Everybody, if you have been following me, you know the deal is when it comes to my child. The level of patience that this man have for these kids, it's crazy. Pretty cool guy. Love. When I tell you, when she have to move to the next age group, when it comes to her lessons, I don't know how I'm gonna act. I don't know if it's just me, but it's just like I don't know. I don't think I really like change. I have a problem. I'm not gonna say I don't like change. I think I have a problem with change, especially when I have gotten into this space where I'm comfortable, especially like with people, places, and things. That could be a good and a bad thing if I really think about it. But yeah, also, speaking of change, I'm in the middle of changing around my daughter's therapist. I have to change her therapist actually when it comes to occupational and speech therapy. So I'm in the process of that. It's just, do y'all cry? Like, say you put in your 2 weeks, right? Sidebar. Say you put in your 2 weeks at your job and it comes to that day where it's just like that's your final day, you're walking off. Me, I would sit up there and I would cry. I don't know, it's just like the departure from things. I don't know if it's just me being dramatic or what, or just being emotional, but I cried. Like, I grieve over things that I have to separate from, especially if I have been in that space for a very, very long time. Like, for an example, my job, that's why I brought up that. That's why I used that example. But for my job, when I got the route that I have now, um, excuse me, sorry, I was at a different station. I was at that station for 2 years. Got comfortable with the people, loved my coworkers. They knew me, I knew them. They know if Cara is at work, I'm finna fuck off. I'm finna goof around. I'm gonna just be myself. Then when it came to a day where the very last day before it was the day that I started my new route, that last day when I was gathering up my things and I was walking out the station, I looked back at the station and I started crying. And they was like, bye. They called me by my last name. And I was like, well, I'll see you guys later. Shit, I'm getting emotional right now but talking about it. But I don't know. It's just like separating from things. It's a normal thing. But just like separating from things that you have been in for a very long time. It gets hard for me. And like the fact that I even had the same experience when the very last day of the last day that my baby went to the therapist that she was working with. She was working with them for, I want to say, a year and a half, almost 2 years. And us walking out of the hospital because her therapist is at a hospital. Us walking out of the hospital, I cried. I did. It wasn't like a boohoo crying, but I shed a couple of tears. So, yeah, that was I'm done with my sidebar. Back to my weekly things. Also, I am in the process of trying to get myself together for this trap gala that is coming up at the end of this month. So, my cousin, he is having a gala for his birthday. I was really debating on like going, but I told myself like I wanted to get out more, and here's my opportunity to get out more. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do it. I just ordered my dress. I haven't dressed up in a while. Like really dressed up, like as if I'm going to a gala. The last time I can really remember dressing up, hair, makeup, lashes, toes, nails, and just like a dress, it was probably for my best friend's wedding. That was the very last time I dressed up. So I'm kind of excited, like, to dress up in that way. Like, how often do you really dress up? Like, dress up like that. So I'm excited. So I'm getting myself together when it comes to that. And honestly, it's no turning back now. I done made this hair appointment. I done paid my deposit. It's no turning back. I done bought my outfit. I done bought my dress. The only thing that I have to do right now is book my nails, my toes, and my makeup appointment. But that's easy. That is really easy. But yeah, I'm in the process of doing that. So yeah. Okay. Vulnerable moment. So for the past 3 weeks, I have been like in this space of I've been having like creatives block. Just a block period, especially when it comes to like me coming on, like trying to figure out things to really talk about when it comes to my episodes. I haven't been able to think about anything. I'm like, I know, like, I be having ideas about what to say, like, throughout the episodes, but, like my main topics, boy, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle lately. And it's just like, I haven't been motivated to even really record. Now, I told y'all, like, a few weeks back, once I start recording, I'm good. I can keep going. I'm good. But it's just like starting, just getting on and starting that gets me. So, and I think like my little karaoke beginning, it kind of, to me, it opens me up a little bit. It kind of relaxes me. Because after I get through that part, because y'all don't understand, when it comes to these songs, I literally have to practice. I be practicing. I do. I be practicing. But like after I get through that part, it's like a relief have been lifted off my shoulders. That's why I be like, well, hi. I be sounding so excited because I really do be excited to come on and record. It's just like, getting on and doing it that I be having a problem with. But I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get to a point where I have like a routine, like literally sitting down every single day and at least dedicating 1 hour of my time, maybe before I go to sleep or like before I start getting ready for work. It ain't gonna happen before I start getting ready for work. I don't even know why I said that. I'm not even sit up here and lie to myself like that. But at least trying to dedicate at least 1 hour when I come home, when I'm just me and my baby just home chilling. Dedicate at least 1 hour to like my podcast, because if I don't dedicate any time, how do I expect for it to grow? You know. So I'm trying to do that, just trying to get to a point where I have like a set routine when it comes to my podcast. I feel like that 1 hour it will help me to get on a lot easier. Like when that day comes, because I try to have like a set day. I need to stick to the day where I record and then so I can have it out by Wednesday. But yeah, I'm trying to get to a point, a routine. I am. I do better when it comes to routines. So I'm trying to set a routine when it comes to this. And like I said, I feel like it'll be a lot easier for me to just get on, record, get it out the way, get these episodes out for y'all. So that was my little vulnerable moment, you know. you know. Okay, so y'all know like how I feel that everything happens for a reason, right? Right. So earlier this week, I had some Chinese rice, and of course, they give you like the fortune cookies. So, any other time, I would throw away I would throw away the fortune. I was about to say fucking. I would throw away the fortune cookies, but this particular day, it was just like I wanted something sweet. So you know how the fortune cookies they have like a hint of sweetness, but it's just like it's not too sweet. It's just like the right amount of sweetness. So I was just like, okay, well, let me go ahead and let me go ahead and just eat this cookie or whatever. Since it's not too sweet, I just need a hint of sweetness. So I settled for the cookie. As I'm opening the cookie, I said to myself, like, whatever the message says is meant for me. Because you know how in the fortune cookies, once you break it, it has like the little slip. And then give you a message or whatever. Y'all, I kid you not. I read the paper and it stated, just start. It's easy. And when I tell y'all, my mind went straight to like my creative project, which is this. So I took that as a sign, and guess what? And now we're here. So let everybody come on, say it with me. Say it with me. Everything happens for a reason. All right, thank y'all. Y'all have been good to me, so we're just gonna go ahead and move right along. We're moving right along. Can I ask y'all a question? Can I drop a few gems on y'all right fast? Okay, so it's gem dropping time. So, you know how you're like having a conversation with an individual and like you find yourself over explaining your reasoning on something? Yeah? Okay. Moving forward, stop that. I feel like when it gets to a point where you start over explaining yourself, you start stepping into people pleasing. I think I have said this before, but we just gonna go ahead and reiterate this because clearly it's on my heart for a reason. Now, hear me out. Why do you feel like you need to make sure that a grown person at that, has to understand you or need to understand exactly where you're coming from? Like you're over explaining to the point where you know how you over explain, you know how you explain something, it's just like that person still don't get it, but it's just like you grown enough to understand exactly where I'm coming from. That's what I mean by over explaining to a grown person. Now, do you have to explain your yeses? When you say yes to somebody, do you have to explain the reasoning why you're saying yes? Hell no, you don't. So why do you feel the need that you have to explain your no's? Your nose doesn't need to be explained either, just like your actions don't need an explanation, especially if you're doing something that makes you happy. Let people do what they want to do so you can see exactly what they want to do. Their actions will always tell you how to handle them. And a person's action will always tells you how to handle that individual, to me. So all that over explaining is very unnecessary. And moving forward, we're just gonna stop that, okay? That was just my little sprinkle of gems this week. Nevertheless, I digress. We're gonna go ahead and move into our topic for this week. So therapy is now in session. So the topic for this week is the comfort that a person brings. So, have y'all ever been around an individual and it's just like straight good vibes? I mean, like a person you could really be yourself around. So, you know that childish side that you have that only a very few people see? And like this person sees that side and just accept it and just happy to be around you, just happy for you to be around them. And they see this and like you can just really be yourself. Like they accept you for who you are and vice versa, right? Right. I mean, like an individual where you forget about like all the negativity that's going on in your life. Y'all just sit there. Y'all don't even have to really talk about anything. If anything, y'all could just sit there. Y'all could watch TV or listen to music or whatever. Do what it smoke, drink, whatever. But it's just like the stress of life that you may be going through at that time. You just forget about it. Now, this the kicker here. Or like a person that you just fall asleep around, like a deep sleep. Like, okay, so hear me out. Have y'all ever had like a significant other where you get around this person and it's just like it's just so easy to fall asleep around them? Or just like you just get so relaxed around them that you just end up falling asleep. I feel like these type of people, like they bring a different kind of peace in your life. And it's something different. It's something that I really can't explain, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this episode. But yeah, yeah. Now, to be honest, I just can't fall into a deep sleep like that anymore. Like since I have had my daughter, I just don't sleep like that. You know, I can't really think about the very last time where I went into a deep sleep, like no worries or anything. But if you have that type of person in your life where you could just fall asleep, think about nothing, yeah, that this. Now, on the other hand, we'll talk about the people that don't bring you peace in your life, like that don't bring you comfort. Said we just gonna get into it. Say you're around an individual, right? And it could be like they the ones that wanted to come see you. So you like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, I ain't gonna be an asshole about the situation. We could kick it, we could chill. But then it's just like when they come around, you just get like this uneasy feeling. Like soon as when they get around you, it's like now you really don't feel like being bothered. It's kind of like you go into this little shell, but you don't know why. It's just like you really close. I'm not even gonna say kind of. You close off to this individual. You just don't feel like being bothered. Like this person don't bring you comfort, and it seems like every time they come around, it's like they want something. It's like you know they want something, but it's just like they trying to be sneaky about the situation to try to get what they want. But then it gets to a point where now you don't even, when they do like ask you later on, say like this that little situation is done, right? Then maybe like a few days later, they come calling you because they want to chill again because I guess they want to feel your energy or whatever. I don't know. Those are energy vampires. I'm gonna just put that out there. Okay, they call you again. They want to be around you or whatever, right? Right. Now it's to a point where you don't even want them to come around because it's just like you know it's gonna be the same BS, and it's just like you don't like the feeling that they bring. They may come around and all they do is complain about things that's going on in their life, and you be like, bro, I don't want to hear that. Bro, I don't want to be around that. And I have found myself doing that a lot, like when it comes to, I'm not gonna say everybody, but certain individuals. Like if I be around them And like they the type of person that always complain about something. Something. And it's just like, bro, you ain't come over here for that. You came over here to chill. Let's just chill. We ain't even gotta talk. Let's just, just enjoy each other's company. Like, yeah, bro. Those the type of people you need to keep from around you. Keep from around you. And this how you know they are like some energy vampires. Say, okay, they come around you, and like when they leave, you feel so depleted, right? Right. So then a few days go by, you get your energy back up, you feeling real good or whatever. You in good spirits, like nothing can really mess up your day. You just in a positive mindset. Then these motherfuckers come again calling you, right? They come calling you and you're like, okay, yeah, yeah, we can chill or whatever. Come around and it's just like, yo, you get irritated. You're irritated now. You don't feel like being bothered. You ready for them to go. Soon as when they leave, you feel depleted once again. That's how you know you are dealing with some energy vampires. Stay away from them because baby, they will take and take and take until you have nothing left in you. I have dealt with a few people like that in my lifetime. Ask me where they are now. Cara, where are these individuals now? I don't know. They ain't around me though. Another thing. I'm just, I'm singing like a bird today. Another thing. Have y'all ever talked? If you have been enjoying this week's episode of I My Feelings thus far and you would like to give the show some support, please click the link in the show notes below or consider leaving a review through Apple Podcasts. Now let's go ahead and get back to the show. Have y'all ever talked to somebody and it's just like you call them, right? Or like you get around them. Anywho, y'all end up having a conversation and you're just trying to tell them like what's going on in your life. And you can't even get out what's going on with you. And they turn it right back around on them. And then start telling what the hell is going on in their life. And it's just like, bro, we wasn't talking about you. We was talking about me. Those are another set of people that you need to stay from around and just stop dealing with. Like, just draw your energy back from because they are the type of people that plays the victim a lot. They are the type of people that wants all the attention on them. Those are the type of people that I feel cannot share the spotlight. They feel like everything has to be about them. Those are some selfish people. Those are some people that you don't need to be around as well. I don't know if it's just me, but it's just like the older I get. I'm not even gonna say the older I get because you can be mature and be young. The more I mature, I'm gonna put it that way. The more I mature, the more that I really like hone in on how people, places, and things make me feel, the more things that I'm cutting out of my life. I'm not going to say sad to say because it's really not sad to say. I feel like everybody needs to understand what people, places, and how people, places, and things make you feel, and don't ignore it. Because if this certain individual make you feel some type of way, you feeling this type of way for a reason. You need to move. God always make you uncomfortable for a reason because he no longer wants you to be there. And I am learning that now. When I don't know. It's like when I get into this hermit mode, I'm in this hermit mode for a reason. Because a lot of times I do need to be away from people. And it's not because of anything negative. It's just because of my own personal reasons. Maybe I am feeling drained or me need to get my mental back aligned with what I'm trying to do in life. It's just a lot of different things. And a lot of people don't understand that though. And the people that don't understand that and can't, wrap their head around the fact that you have your own life, you have your own things going on. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Cause like I have a best friend, and we haven't talked since I called her in January. She just had a baby like last year. The baby is not even 1 year old. And I called her to check up on her or whatever. She wasn't picking up. She wasn't picking up at all. Mind you, she just had a baby. And she has a husband as well. So, okay. She wasn't picking up. So I just decided to text her. And she ended up texting me back. So then I was looking at something on social media. And it was like, check on your strong friends. So this was like maybe a couple months later. End up calling her again. And I called her like maybe 2 or 3 times. The first 2 times the phone didn't ring. So I'm like, well, what the hell going on with the phone? So then the last time the phone did ring and it went straight to the voicemail. And I told myself, I said, all right, I'm going to call one more time. And if she doesn't pick up, I'm going to stop calling her. I'm not going to just keep on calling. So the phone did ring and the phone rang, but it ended up going to the voicemail. So I said, okay. She ended up calling me back like I lied. She didn't even call me back. She didn't call me back. So then like 3 weeks ago, I called her again. It was like maybe 7 o'clock at night. She didn't pick up. But then she ended up calling me like the next day, and I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, like, I'm surprised you even called me back. So she was like, hey friend. I was like, well, how are you? She was like, I'm alright. So then she started telling me and everything. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt some type of way when you wasn't picking up the phone for me. And I was like, but I had to realize, I was like, I kind of let it go. I'm not even gonna say I let it go, because I know like you just had a baby and you have your own life and you have a husband or whatever. And she was like, friend, I did see your calls, but she was like, I've been going through a lot to a point where I couldn't pick up the phone. She said, I seen you call it, but all I could do was just sit there and cry. And I was just like, and that's a prime example on people stop getting uptight when your friends or whoever don't pick up the phone for you. Because for one, people don't owe you anything. Not even your mama. Nobody owes you anything in life. And a lot of times you need to give people grace. A lot more grace than you should. And be a lot more understanding, because people go through things. Is some people don't know how to express how they feel when they are going through things like maybe you know how to express things. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so she was like, well, we'll talk about it. She said, we'll talk about it later on. She was like, because I have a lot to tell you, we have to catch up on. So I was like, okay, well, take all the time you need. I tried to give her like that safe space. Like, you don't have to tell me now, because it's not necessary. You tell me when you are ready, because it's not a need for me to know what the hell is going on with you. Now, if you do decide to share that with me, okay, I'm going to be that safe place for you. I'm going to be that comfort person for you. But it's just like, it's not a necessity that you tell me. So I was just like, okay, friend, I understand. I do. So just whenever you're ready, just let me know. And she was like, okay. So we went ahead and we ended that conversation. And it's just like little things like that. And I try to be that comfort person when it comes to people in my life, especially the people that I love. Now, a lot of times, do I get overwhelmed with it? Yes, I do. I do. Because being that listening ear, it can be overwhelming. It can be draining as hell. And it can be annoying, especially when somebody call you or somebody come to you and talk to you about what the hell is going on in their life. And they want your advice, and you tell them your advice. Like, you get them your advice or whatever, your viewpoint on it. And these motherfuckers turn right around and do exactly something totally different. When I tell y'all, I completely stop giving advice. It gets to a point where now I'm just listening to what you're saying. And they be like, what you think? And I be quick. I mean, if I tell you what I think, you're not gonna do exactly what I want you to. Well, I'm not even gonna say what I want you to do. You're not gonna take heed to my advice. You're gonna turn right back around and do exactly what you want to do. So I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just going to listen to you. Now, if I'm listening to you, am I all ears? Probably not. Probably not. I am guilty of that. But it got to a place where if I see how you are moving, a lot of times people don't want advice. Yeah, they may ask for your advice, but they don't want no damn advice. They just want you to listen to them. Sit there and complain and soak in their feelings. And if that's what you want, then tell me that. Be like, Cara, I don't want no advice. I just want ears. And then I'm like, okay, cool. You got all ears at this point. I'm going to just sit here and I'm going to listen. Yeah, you may get some facial expressions. It's written now, love in your face. And that's exactly how it's going to be for me. It's going to be written all over my face. But I'm going to sit there and I am going to listen. So, yeah. Anywho, moving right along. That was a little drawn out, but I just felt like I had to get that off my chest. So we're going to go ahead and move to the self-care segment. So, what did I do to improve the quality of my life this week? I did spring cleaning. I did. I haven't done that in a while. A while. When I tell you I went through my clothes, threw them out, I'm giving some away. I went through my purses. I went through my shoes. I went through my baby clothes. When I tell you, sorry you guys, that was a message. Anyhow, I cleaned from top to bottom, aired out my place, I saged, all of that. Ask me how long did my place stay clean? Cara, how long did your place stay clean? Maybe about 2 days. Maybe about 2 days. Yeah, my baby, I don't know. When I get over there to her play area, she gets to a point where she feels like she can't stand to see it clean. She have to get over there and dump out all the toys on the floor and just rearrange things. She was trying to get over there when I was cleaning it, but I kept on. I was like, if you don't move, this whole time that this area was dirty, you was not trying to come over here at all. But now that you could see the floor and it's clean and everything is wiped down, now you want to get over here and touch stuff. No, go your behind back in that room and let me finish what I'm doing. But anywho, I did that. I spring cleaned. And yeah, I think I bought a calendar, sidebar. I bought like a calendar that you put on the fridge. I need to go find something to stick it on the fridge. It's like a little, it's a plastic one, but it's like that hard plastic. And it's pink and clear. It's so cute. I'm going to put on, because I need to find something where like I need to clean something like every day to try to get a handle on the messiness that goes on in my place. When I do get behind on cleaning, it's gonna go off again. When I do get behind on cleaning, so I feel like if I go ahead and just like literally write on my calendar, okay, so this day, like it could be like the little small things. Oh, this day I'm gonna clean up under the sink. This day I'm gonna literally clean the garbage. This day I'm going to clean the walls. Things of that sort, so it doesn't like get backed up on me. So I think that's what I'm going to incorporate into like improving the quality of my life this week. So I'll let you know next week what goes on, how that's working out for me. But yeah, so the song for this week was "Comfortable" by Kid Camp. Love that song. It's an older song. This was one of the songs that came out back when I was in college. No, it has not been that long ago. But yeah, love that song. It speaks volumes to me. So we went ahead and went with that song this week. And yeah, I think that concludes our therapy session for this week. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week.